Hi everyone, this is a redo of the video I was just doing. I am reviewing 3 products that I got from Hard Candy, and I bought them at Walmart. First I got this is the Earthy Vixen palette for $10. On the back it gives you all the names and color stuff. What I do is, let me open it up. It's very nice. I swatched it last night. The only problems I've had with a dry brush was the pink. This is like a dark mauve, and the red was nice, but it stained my hand. It comes with 2 of the, let me see where I put them, 2 brushes. I don't even know where I put them. Oh, sorry about that. 2 brushes. One is the felt and the other one is just a crappy, cheap. Now with these companies, I mean, I wish they would stop doing this. We don't need the brushes. You can get dollar brushes anywhere. Elf, Wet n Wild, Dollar Tree, Dollar Store, Target. If they didn't include the brushes and they got rid of the slot where you would put a brush, I mean, unless you want to put your own brush in there, but I don't think a lot of people do. And get rid of this, put more money into the formula, screw, you don't need the brushes. It would be good. What I'm going to do is, I'm not going to use this in a video. I'll do some swatches, but I'm going to do a separate video of this. It would probably be above this one. Next is the Glamoflage Full Cover Foundation. Doe foot applicator. I have it in buff, and it's got a pink undertone. It's a little hard to see with my tablet. Doe foot applicator. This was $6. Now it says new. I've looked at videos, different videos from Emily, Noel, and Sabrina, and it's been out for about 6 months, and it says new. Mine probably has been sitting in my Walmart for about that. The color selection, even though a lot of it was gone, color selection isn't the greatest, but this has like a light, like a little bit of a pink undertone, which is what I need because that's what I use. The next thing that I bought, I looked at videos. I always watch videos, and before I do a product, most of the time, it doesn't make me biased, and it just helps me to see if the ingredients are a new formula or repackaged, because I don't know until I pick it up. This is the Glamoflage. It comes like this. It is the heavy duty concealer, and I have it in fair. My Walmart was discounting these. There wasn't much left. It's been out, the formula's been out for a few years. The older packages and older videos have black here, and this is a little bit bolder, looks blacker. It has a squeeze tube. It's a little difficult to work with at first when you're trying to squeeze the product. I put a little on my hand, and I'm going to use it today. It was very full coverage. The pencil that comes with it, in a lot of the older reviews, people thought it should have been creamier. It's just a little bit of a sharpening pencil. Let me go like this and put some on my hand. It's very nice. The pencil matches the formula. Let me wipe it a little bit. It's a little hard. It's a little hard to work with. The pencil, it dries a little quick, and you have to really work with it. The pencil is a little harder. I would use that for probably tracing around the eyebrows. And the Glamoflage, of course, the concealer, I'm going to put over my over the foundation. This is very heavy coverage. I'm hoping that it cancels out some of the blue under my eyes. And for the last year, it's hard to see. My under eyes are dark, and I usually use NYX, their under eye concealer, which is like a pinky orange, and it works. Sometimes it doesn't. No matter what I do, it's still, there isn't a lot of coverage. So what I did was I already primed and moisturized my face in the other video. For some reason my tablet just stopped working. I use Olay Daily Age Defining Classic. It's a daily lotion. I've talked about it in my other videos. It's nice. I use the e.l.f. Poreless Primer Putty. I bought this before Jeffree Star did his reviews. He said it's a dupe for Tatcha's primer potion, which is $52. This was only $8. Ever since Jeffree Star approved it, it's been out of stock online. It's been out of stock on the website on e.l.f. It's been out of stock everywhere. I can't even find it in my Walmart. This was $8. What I've been using for months and months and months, and I love it, and I go through almost one a month, is the Wet n Wild 24-hour wear. I like this. It's very nice. The scent isn't too bad. I also have used in my other videos the one it's blue. I believe it's blue, or it's a green. It's called Glow. That one is nice if you're not going to use a highlight and you just want to spray your face 1 or 2 times to give it a little bit of a sheen, you know, a little bit of a sparkle, especially if you're going out or you're doing other stuff. So before my camera shut down, what I was doing was I was using, sorry for looking down, I was using the Glamoflage. I only put 1 layer on both sides. I was using this side with a sponge. I had just started putting a little bit on when the video went out. I did swatch this last night on my hand. It's full coverage. I'm also going to use this side with the It Cosmetics foundation brush. I always usually put on my products with the beauty sponge, but I'm going to try one side with I'm going to use the It Cosmetics, foundation brush. Get it under here. I know I look crazy, but it's what we do to look beautiful, right? I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this It Cosmetics. I know I look crazy when I do this, and I'm sorry, and I look like I'm just trying to pounce this in, but with my arthritis, trying to hold it the regular way like this just puts too much pressure on my hand, aggravates it. So as I was doing the other video, I'd only put on just a little bit, and it seems like I've had fuller coverage makeup. This is because I have a lot of hyperpigmentation and a lot of discoloration and acne scars. With the brush, it always seems to soak up a lot of product. I got this in for $11 at Ulta when they have their sales. Sometimes the It Cosmetics is buy one get one free on their brushes when they have their holiday sale. Now, how is this looking under my eye? I'm sorry I'm looking this way because I have a high-powered mirror. I would hit this with the sponge a little bit under my eye. Yeah, it's looking a little cakey under there. But I'm not the greatest with sponges. I'm not the greatest with foundation brushes. Always bring it down your neck. If you have exposed ears, just a little bit, because you don't want to have that mask look. You don't want to see a deviation from your face to your... Okay, leave that alone because I can buff the heck out of this for days on end. Not too bad. I would probably go over just some of these areas right here, a little bit here. What I'm going to do is use my beauty sponge. I got these, there's 3 in a pack from Marshall's. The company is called Max, M-A-X. I have a video down below where I reviewed some of their brushes, and I picked up these sponges, I don't know, about 2 weeks ago. They're not the greatest. They're good, and the 3-pack was $5. Oh, they're not bad. I don't like really, really, really soft beauty blenders. Sometimes they're so soft. A lot of people like them. To me, they pick up too much product, and they're too soft. What it is when they're too soft, you go like this, and when you pick it up, you can almost see like the spongy marks. I don't know if you can hear that. Wow. This it's thick and it's sticky, which I don't mind because I can set it with powder. What I always do with foundations is I put on the foundation. I do all my cream products. You gotta let these formulas sit on your face and warm up before you start throwing powder on them. That's what I found. Always make sure you go down below. Ooh, I can feel it. I'm gonna go over this side because I don't like the way ooh, you hear that? Ooh, that's some sticky foundation. Ooh, it's pulling, it's actually pulling my skin. I've never had a foundation do that. Even full coverage ones, holy cow. Wow. Okay, looks all right. It's a little heavy under the eyes. It just feels heavy, but it doesn't look heavy, which is weird. Yeah, it feels like a heavy formula, but it doesn't look it. Ooh, look at that. Now I know it looks a little awful, but that's what I'm saying about letting the product warm up on your face. Especially in the winter, I notice I have to let them. Oof. I'm just looking in my other mirror. I know it looks a little cakey, but I got it. Once it warms up a little bit more, then I'll go over it again. Okay, let's use the Glamoflage. Glamoflage. Oh. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit. There we go. Because the stuff is, oof. Some people use their fingers, some people use a beauty blender, I use this wedge usually, and some people use let me see, where did I put it? This is an e.l.f. It came with one of their, I don't know, sets. My daughter gave it to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try, sorry if I keep looking away, with my finger. Holy cow. Okay, you gotta work quickly with it because it seems like it's already starting to dry. Wow. It feels heavy just like the foundation, but it doesn't. It looks good. Wow. I'm going to use the wet side of the blender. I watched other reviews and they said, especially Manny, M-U-A, and he said you gotta work fast with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit on my brush, the brush I just showed you. Put a little on the brush. See if that helps. I always like Wet n Wild products. They mostly, to me, they have hits, they have a few misses. That palette that I just showed you was $10, which isn't bad. There's only a few colors that you have to wet your brush to get them to work. Reds and pinks are hard to do, so are blues and greens. But everything else swatched really well when I used it. And I watched the other people's videos and they said they had to use Fix Plus or a bottle with water. You know, if you like the spritzer and you spritz your brushes and then apply. Okay. This is full coverage. I don't think it's as full as, say, Tarte Shape Tape. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let this warm up, because if you try to now put on a powder underneath this to bake your eyes, it's just going to crease. So let that warm up a little bit. Wow, just going over it like this, you can still hear the pull on my face. Holy cow. Now, let me see in the corner a little bit. Yeah, it is drying down. It is creasing just a little bit. Let me see if I pulled a little too much off. Yeah, it's setting. It's settling quite a bit. I don't know, let me see what is really going on. And my sponge isn't very wet. Wow, you can hear it sucking off my skin. I don't mind it, it's just weird sounding. Sorry for the up close and personal. It does feel, oof. Wow, it does feel tacky. Okay. What I would have been doing while this warms up is putting on my eyebrows, and that would help it warm up. Wow, this is sticky. But I don't mind. Me, I can pretty much work with any type of foundation. I don't mind how it applies as long as it dries down pretty well. What I would do is now use Coty Airspun, which I will try translucent. What I'm going to do is use the end of the wet sponge and bake. What I would do is, it's not too bad. What I usually do is I use the Coty on my troubled areas, but with this I would powder all over. And I would use I'd take my beauty blender and put it on, and then I use a brush to sweep away. Wow. Even putting this on with the blender. Okay, letting it warm up. I gotta let it warm up. This is quite while I would be doing everything else, this would warm up. Okay, my final thoughts. It's heavy coverage, but not as heavy as Tarte Shape Tape. The Glamoflage concealer. Everybody seemed to like it. I'm sure if this just warmed up a little bit, or if I wetted the blender a little bit more, it would take some of this creasing out, I believe. The tackiness is still there. Yeah, you can feel it. The tackiness is still there. This could be set with Coty, which is fine. Now, do I like I think I would wear this again. The Glamoflage, maybe I would mix it with my NYX and put it on, because it is, wow, it's tacky, even with the powder. But I'm going to let it bake for a little bit, and I will do a update underneath and say what it looked like after a few hours if it still looked cakey like this. I would bake. I'm going to bake when I get off here a little bit more and then give you an update. But do I like it? Even with all the little complaints I've had with it being tacky, and Yeah, I can, for $6, I could work with this. I could tweak it. I can always mix it in with something else. Do I like it? Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, I could do it. If I couldn't find my Wet n Wild, I would probably use this. This is okay. I mean, it did cover up, but it does leave it looking, it's tacky even after putting powder on. And I haven't used the pencil except on my hand. So this I would carve out my eyebrows. Yeah, I would buy it again for $5. And then they had lighter colors. Maybe put over to make it brighter before I put it on the setting powder. Yeah, for $5. And then they had some good clearance for $3. I would use it again. This I'm going to do a separate video. Like I said, most of the colors worked except the darker mauve, the pink. The brush would have to be used. The red stained my hand for a couple hours, even with a makeup wipe. Oof. Let me say, sorry, I have an itch. Use your sponge instead of scratching. So overall, I would buy these products again. And of course, like I told you, I love my long wear. You can't beat it. They have the matte. I've tried, but I didn't particularly see anything different, and I'm not always wanting matte long wear. I love it. Sometimes it's hard to get. This is I already have one open, and this is like going to be my backup for $6, I believe. Yeah, $6. The foundation was $5 or $5, and the Glamoflage was $5, but most of them were on clearance for $3. And would I use these products again? Yeah, I would. I could get this, and yes, it's still, I don't know if you can hear it. Setting with powder, I think, and I could get away with it. I don't have my makeup on like 12 hours a day. Sometimes I'll have it only on 4, sometimes 6, barely 8. But to me, I could get this to work. And it is a mattish formula. Yeah, I mean, I can always warm it up with bronzers, contours, and the setting spray would make it look a little less cakey once you put that on. I would use this again. So thank you for watching my video. Yes, I'm just batting it to see if it's ever gonna stop. To stop the tackiness. Yeah, this would have to be said. So thank you for watching my video. If you have anything to add, please put it in the comments. I really appreciate it. And before you leave, please subscribe and click the notification button so you know when I'm uploading a video. Thank you. Bye.